All right, changing a tire 101. First thing you want to do, obviously, car in park, car off, set your emergency brake. Second thing you want to do, come back, take everything out of your trunk or move it to the side. This little piece of carpet, underneath it is your spare tire. You'll have to unscrew that thing to get it loose. All right, you have a jack in your trunk underneath your spare tire, but I have this one that's already out, so I'm gonna use it. If this thing is on the jack, just lower it down enough until it can be pulled off at some point. Just like that. And then this is what you take your lug nuts off with. Now, depending on where your flat tire is, front or back, you're gonna have little jack spots. Put your jack, and they go all the way up to the front. So pick the one that's closest to the back, which this is your back tire. So I'm going to use this. So see that little cutout area? That goes right here. So get that situated. I like to get the jack situated before I loosen the lug nuts. So I just get it situated and get it tight where it starts to lift up the car, but not too much. All right, when it's time to take off the lug nuts, you'll probably have to use your foot to loosen them because they're pretty tight. So all you do, put your foot on it and turn it to the left, and it'll loosen. And you do that with all of them. Okay, once you get all of the lug nuts loose, like this, where you can turn them with your finger, it's time to jack up the car. Don't jack off the car because that'll make a whole different mess. But just turn the jack to the right and it'll start lifting. All right, I went ahead and took the lug nuts off and jacked the car up high enough where I could get the wheel off. So once it's high enough, you can get it off, make a noise. It's hard to do this one-handed. So Tire's off. Now it's time to put the spare on. All right, you got the spare on. And at this point, you want to start putting the lug nuts on. Push it, see if you can get it flush as you can against the, the freaking wheel. But the lug nuts will help you hold it there. So when you get it on, just start like right here. If it's coming out, put a lug nut on just to hold it in place. Get it finger tight, and then put the rest of them on. And when you put the lug nuts on, it doesn't matter how you take them off, but when you put them on, you want to do it in a certain order. So wherever you start, I started here. I'll get that one finger tight, and then I'll go straight across to this one. Get this one finger tight. Once that's finger tight, go straight across to this one. Once that's finger tight, go to this one, and then go to this one. Because when you put them on, it'll loosen up this one, and then it'll loosen up this one, and then it'll loosen up. And you just got to get them finger tight. Just keep going around finger tight until you can't turn them by finger anymore. All right, once you get them finger tight and the wheel's pretty much solid on there, you'll take this little guy, the lug nut tool thingamajiggy, and where you started at, turn that one until it's snug. Go straight across. Do that one until it's snug. Straight across. This one until it's snug. Straight across. This one. And this one. Now this could have loosened up. Yep, loosened up a little bit. Not bad. That one loosened. Okay. Once they're all pretty much, well, that one loosened up again. See, you got to keep doing this. Okay, no, this should be the last time because they're all pretty tight. Okay. Once they're all snug, but not super tight, you can go ahead and go back to the jack and crank it left to lower down the car. All right. Car is lowered down, jack stands out. Now what you want to do, start at the same lug nut, and then you'll want to use your foot and crank it down. And you want to do that to all of them until they're pretty snug. And when I say pretty snug, I mean like when you can't really get it to go down any further. You want them super tight. And when you have a spare on, just remember the max speed is 50 miles per hour, which it says max vehicle speed, 50 miles per hour. These are only temporary, so whenever you have a flat, like this little guy, you want to get it fixed as soon as possible and get the good tire back on. So hopefully this will help you guys if you ever get stranded in Springfield or elsewhere and we're not around to help because we're way down here or elsewhere. So anyway, hope this helps.